going to start out by shopping at Dollar Tree today, and we are in the regular crafter square area. We're going to start by picking up one of these wood round pieces. They have these all the time in the regular crafting area. We're going to use some white acrylic paint, and we're going to cover each of the pieces of this line, leaving the lines without paint. Once I get the paint on there and it's dry, I only used one coat. I am then going to take some antique wax and do some dry brushing. Once the dry brushing is finished, then we will go ahead and add this cute clothespin. I got this at Dollar General. You can pick up a package of, I think, 20 of them, and they do have unfinished, and then they have this brown finished wood color. We're going to use some hot glue and glue that up at the top. I picked up these rub-on transfers from Amazon. They come in a pack of 2 sheets, the yellow flowers and the pink flowers. They're super easy to use. I will link them down in my description box. We're just going to lay them around the sign in the pattern that you like, and then rub them on, and then take the plastic piece off. Once I have them all on, I'm going to take these prayer cards I got from Dollar Tree. They're $1.25 for 20, so depending on how you want to use these, you might want to pick up a couple different packages, but we're just going to clip on one to our sign. You can change these out however often you would like, but it's a great way to show a prayer or scripture in your home. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Today's video is sponsored by Holy Time Bible Study and Prayer app. It has some amazing features, and I've been using the app for about a week, and here are just some of my favorite highlights from the app. It has audio readings, which is really awesome because it allows me to listen while I use my journal to take notes and write down thoughts that come to me when reading, which is something I really enjoy doing, so I can go back to those. It also has specific areas to study as well, so you can really focus your study on specific things like women in the Bible, finding peace amid stress, and my favorite for this time of year, Lent, a journey to the cross. I'm excited to dive into the personal study to make this Easter season more focused on Christ. One of the things I really love about this app is the explanations to the verses. If you're someone who loves reading the Bible but gets confused when reading, this app feature is so helpful. It breaks the verse or verses down by explaining what the verse is talking about, gives a summary of the verses, and shows you where it shows up again in the Bible. This is so helpful to narrow a study for you if you're interested in certain topics. One of my favorite features of the app is the daily quiz. I've listed a quiz here, one of the quiz questions here. Let me know what your guesses are to the answer down below, and I'll leave a pinned comment to the answer as well, so you can know if you were right. If you're interested in downloading this app today and getting a little bit closer to God this year, then go ahead and download the Holy Time Bible Study and Prayer app. I've given you specific instructions here on how to do that, so if you need to pause the video, but you're going to use the code START for a free 7-day trial and a 50% off monthly rate of $4.99 a month. I promise that if this is the year that you are interested in getting closer to God and having a better relationship with Him, this is the app that's going to help you do that. Download Holy Time Bible Study and Prayer app today. Now let's get back to the video. For this project, we're going to start out using a mason jar, and this did come from Dollar Tree. I just went ahead and removed the label from the bottom. We're going to use some hot glue, and we're going to glue a little bit of glue onto the bottom ring of our jar. We're going to take our white and purple twine, also coming from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to wrap it around the entire top part. You can add some glue periodically if you're afraid of it popping off. I'm going to use this pre-made tag that came from a scrapbooking kit, and we're going to add a little label that says prayer jar. We're just going to take some more of that twine, wrap it back around the top, and tie it on to the top of our jar. Once we have that all assembled, we're going to take some popsicle sticks. I'm not sure where I got these. I've had them a really long time. I kind of think they came from Walmart. We're just going to add some little phrases here that could be helpful when we are trying to say our prayers. Things that can help us be more directed. And if you're someone who keeps a journal or a prayer journal, these are also really great prompts for your prayer journal. You could also use these to study the Bible as well, and if you use these as topics, and you can find different scriptures that go along with these to journal about. We're going to take some washi tape, and I had this on hand, but Dollar Tree does cover some, or does have washi tape as well. We're just going to wrap it around the tops of our popsicle sticks, and then that is it for this project. I really love how this one turned out. Let me know if you're going to make one of these for yourself.
Maker of heaven would love me and know me by name. In a world where I feel like a stranger, his love came.
For this project, we're going to use a flat canvas that came from Dollar Tree. We're also using some twine. You can pick up twine at Dollar Tree as well, or if you need a big amount of twine, it's cheaper to pick it up at Walmart. So we're going to start by gluing some twine in the back, and I'm just using a pen here to make some marks on my canvas. I am making a cross out of the twine, so this is just going to be a guide on my canvas to help me kind of figure out where I want my twine to go. All I'm going to do is wrap it in one direction, and I don't overlap the twine because I feel like it will make it too bulky, but that is up to you if you want to have a more bulkier look. I'm just staying within the lines of my pen going in this one direction. Once I have all the twine going in the one direction, I go ahead and cut it off, and then we're going to start on the back in another direction. Using hot glue, I'm just going to glue it across the other group of twine, and then once it is secure, we're going to wrap it around within our drawn lines that we drew on the canvas. This is super easy. Anyone could make this. So if you wanted to do it with kids in a Sunday school class or maybe vacation Bible school, that would work really well. It's super easy. Once I have the pieces of twine wrapped around my canvas, I'm going to take another piece of twine, go diagonal in between the sections of my twine, and I'm going to pull and tie a knot tightly here. This is going to cinch up my twine to give it a more cross-looking shape. And then once I have that really tight, I just add a knot. I'm going to take a floral from Dollar Tree. I just cut off the end, and we're going to glue it right there in the middle. Once I have that glued on really well, I still have these two pieces of twine hanging down, and I went ahead and took another piece of a scrapbooking kit that I had, and it had a tag in there, and I just wrote on the tag, "He is risen." We're going to add some leaves here as well, because once I got the floral glued on, I decided it needed a little bit of the leaves to go with it. So we're going to add some hot glue, add our leaves in there, and then we have our tag that says "He is risen." We're going to go ahead and, using those pieces of twine that are hanging down, we're going to go ahead and attach our tag. Now you could write a scripture here, you could write anything you wanted on your tag. I just thought "He is risen" was kind of fitting for the Easter season. I'm just going to go ahead and tie that on with another knot and then cut off any excess, and that is it for this project. I think it turned out beautiful. Let me know what you guys think about this one.
Found me the same in each breath that I breathe. When I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in you.
For this project, we're going to be using these wooden crosses that I got from Hobby Lobby. You get 12 in a package, and so we're going to be using one package. I think it came out to be about $1.79 for this package. We're going to use white acrylic paint, and we're going to cover all 12 of the crosses, just the fronts of them, with the white paint, and then we're going to use our antique wax and our chippy brush, and we're going to go over the front only with our chippy brush. If you don't like the look of that, you can use any color you want actually, and you can just leave off the step of dry brushing. Once I get all 12 of them painted and dry brushed, we're going to flip them over and we're going to be adding some Bible verses here. I used verses that had to do with Easter, since we are talking about the Easter season right now, but you could really do this for any time of year. I have a Christmas tree that's still sitting out that I've been decorating for different seasons, and so I'm going to be hanging these on my tree. There are 12 of them, so this is kind of a countdown to Easter. You could also use this as a garland and do a countdown to Easter, but that's all that there is to this one. I went ahead and hung them on my tree. I got a pre-made bow at Hobby Lobby and I just kind of added that to the top, and I think it looks adorable, and it definitely is a reminder of the real reason for the season. Let me know what you guys think about this one.
All in you, everything I need is found in you, found in you, Jesus.
This project is just a really quick project to set up, but this is something that you can use throughout the year. So I have 2 tags here, and I was just giving you kind of some suggestions here, but this could either be a blessing jar or you could call it a growth jar. So for the blessing jar, we're going to add this tag to our jar, and I just used some ribbon here. You could do anything you wanted to. You could even just use a label and put the label on the front of the jar if you wanted to do it that way. The nice thing about twine or ribbon is it's easily removable, and you can use this jar for something else. But you're just going to add a little piece of paper every time that you think of something that's happened to you that is a blessing, and you're going to add it to your jar, and at the end of the year, you're going to see how many blessings. You could also do this as a growth jar. So as you're reading the Bible, you could come up with things that you've learned throughout your reading, and they can also go into the jar. And then at the end of the year, you can see how much you've grown. Don't forget to check out the Holy Time Bible Study and Prayer app and use that code START for your free 7-day trial and 50% off your membership. If you want to keep on crafting with me, check out these videos next. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!